Welcome everybody back to Sweet Home 3D and the Association. Today we are going to be working on the first level on a powder room today. So we have our family room, we have our kitchen, dining area, and we do not have a powder room or a half bath to speak of. But just a few steps away, down on the first level, we've got this space here. And so this room we're going to be creating the powder room here. So kind of going with a mid-century feel with newer models, cabinets, vanity cabinets. So that's what we're going to be going for. But first thing, before we even get into that, we need to address this door. We feel like you have to sidestep through the door to get into the room. So I think that's the first thing we want to get into. So let's do it. So we've got everything grouped here. We may do a tutorial on this as far as how to have an open door. Some of you, if you use Sweet Home 3D, may figure this out. If not, then we'd be happy to do a tutorial. It's very, very simple. And yours truly is all for simple tutorials today. So yeah, so we're going to ungroup this. This basically consists of a door, just a regular door, a door frame, and then we have a box that is configured to a door or window. It's got that attribute, and you just go into your modify menu, and then we can just make all that invisible, and then you have an open door frame, open passage, and you put your door up, and that's it. Oh, Amazon just dropped this off, guys. It is it's a commode. I heard the garage door open, right? I'm like, what's that? Anyway, so yeah, we have our commode there. So getting into the vanity cabinets, the white one there on the left is from the master bath. We normally try to use other models from other rooms, especially with the bathroom in particular. So the wooden one, I don't know where that one's from, but we're gonna give it the same color, of course, once we get everything set up. So this room, this space here, it's a little cozy. So we need to take care of that if we want to get these vanity cabinets in here proper. So we're just going to move a few walls over like so. We'll move the floor over. We're rushing a little bit here, so we're looking for the dot. We got that. We got the dot there. And then, come on. All right. So, and then we'll do the back one here. And we'll get back to that. We're not properly seated there. We'll get back to that. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's get into the vanity cabinets here. So we need to lift the vanity cabinets up about 4 inches. I think the normal amount is 3 inches, but we're going to go 4. And we're going to put our kick panels. We're going to go ahead and draw up kick panels, which are just, it's just drawing a wall that's 4 inches high. That's it. And then we'll take the kick panel that we draw. We're going to go just like that through the wall. So if we ever want to change the texture or the color or anything, before we finish our, this house, we can go back and do that. And then when we're done, we can just take that kick panel there and go right back into the wall like it's supposed to be. And then we're done. Once we get a final color or texture, whatever we want, right? So there is your kick panels for both left and right vanity cabinets there. Awesome. So we just have to get into painting, but we're not there yet. So we need to mount the sink, and before we mount the sink, well, we're going to need some dummy drawers here in the front, and we also need our countertops. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. So yeah, you can actually mount sinks and things like that. It's a little unorthodox, but if you want to do it, you can. Or you can just go out and get yourself a model, a vanity with the sink already in it. But we're kind of into doing custom stuff here on the channel, and so yeah, we have to do things a little different. It's a little different, right? So, all right. So we've been trying to get into Archive 3D. For those of you who have been tagging along, you know that Archive 3D is not really approachable right now. We can't click in there. There's so many add buttons and download buttons, and it's wall to wall, just with ads. So we're gonna use this bowl for our sink, and that's going to be just fine. It's going to kind of fill that mid-century vibe that we're looking for. And then we have this drain that we made here, and we can use this over and over, this drain here. We've used it for the showers. It's not a proper drain for what we need for the sink, but it's fine. Once again, it's fine. So this cabinet door here, the wooden one, it does need to swing open, so we're going to put a block down between the two cabinets, because that's proper. That's what you do. There's going to be a spacer there, right, between the left and right. And now we can get into our countertop. So we just go in. We're just going to grab a box. We're going to label it. Hopefully we labeled it. We will, because we need to know what things are down the line, just in case we need to, again, change the texture, color, what have you. We know what's what. Otherwise, we're going to have to just start breaking things up, tearing things apart to get to, said object that we want to change, right? So now we're just going to mock up the countertops there, and now we're going to take it over to Creation Station, which is a save, okay? But at Creation Station, we have everything there. We've annexed everything that we've done. This is where we put things together. This is where things get assembled. So, for those who are new, for those who tag along still, they're probably sick of me, saying what Creation Station is. It's not a modeling suite, but we have to say it. So, we probably will just stop mentioning Creation Station altogether. That's probably the best course of action going forward. So, there's your countertop. It's a template there, and then we can use the walls to create a template or a copy of the countertop. And now we can just put the sink right in there. And now we've got a custom sink in our countertop. Then we can then re-import back into our project, like so. Right. So, looks good. So if you notice there on the screen, we do have green vanities there with the white countertops. Do like the green and white combo there, but upstairs in our master suite we have green and white. So yeah, we're not going to repeat that. So we're going to give it a different color. Again, we're looking for more of a mid-century vibe, so we're going to find some colors that kind of fit that niche, right? So yeah. So that looks really good. I think the drain may be a little offset there, so we may have to go back and do that again at some point. Maybe in the video. Don't know yet. But we'll leave that. If we do it, we'll leave it out. Okay? We're not going to, bore you to death with repeat clips. Okay? But yeah, there's your sink. Looks pretty cool. Happy with the sink. So, and we're also happy with the countertop. So, what's next? Oh, that's what's next. So, we got these mirrors here, and I will say it. This we have to say every time. We have to say it every time. If you get a mirror, an aftermarket mirror that's not from the Sweet Home Library, the online library, then you're gonna have to get the Sweet Home glass, which means you're gonna have to get a mirror from Sweet Home, take the glass out, and transport it to the mirror that you'd like to transport to. Okay, great. So, moving on. So we kind of made a rookie mistake. We forgot to texture the counter before we brought it back in, and if you don't do that, well, you're gonna have finger paints on your model, whatever it is, right? So we're gonna go with this pink. I think that's gonna fit our mid-century mission, and then we're gonna go with this white, and that definitely puts a nail in the coffin for having a nice mid-century look, right? So we just have the dress wallpaper. Again, we still have to put the Sweet Home glass in. We got the fixture, the faucet for our sink. That wallpaper, albeit nice, it would have went with the green and the white, but we don't have green and white. This is what we want. Open and shut case. This is what we want. So we were happy with this wallpaper here. Cool beans with the wallpaper. And we're looking really good. Would have liked to put some molding up top there, but it's okay. So now we're gonna move over to light fixtures. We got a backsplash up there too. Okay, so I have a late relative who had these mid-century vanity lights, and they were kind of like this. They were very similar to this, and I noticed that. I know that light had a backplate to it, and these don't. So we're just going to go ahead and kindly put a back plate to the rear of the vanity light here. The other issue that we had is it comes with a texture, as you can see there. So we weren't sure if this was going to work because of the texture. It works okay. It works fine. Okay. It looks the way it looks. I know how that vanity light looks. My late relative, I know how those work. And we have an old video, Light Sources 101, and we were talking about that. We were talking about getting to know the model that you're working with. So seeing what it looks like when it's powered on, right? And so these look the part. This is what it would look like in real life, for the most part, if it were powered on. This is kind of like a nice mid-century kind of, or antique film. Now Mike's picking up all kind of stuff here. Sorry. But yeah, that's kind of it with the video. I really like this with the antique filter on it. Looks the part, right? If you're new, once again, consider subscribing, ringing the bell, leave a comment, guys. You guys are leaving us hanging with the comments, and I know some of you may not be able to leave comments, depending on your status with if you have a channel or account with YouTube, or But if you can leave it, we welcome good critiques. I cannot talk. I cannot talk. But you know what we're trying to say. So we welcome, a good, judging of what we're doing here. Okay. So, but anyway, that's it with the video, guys. Thanks again, very much for stopping by. And until next time, signing off for now. Be safe. Goodbye, everybody.